Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here. Welcome back to another video. Today we have a new blog post on the Call of Duty website detailing what Outbreak mode is going to be like, and I thought it'd be a cool idea to read through it. Without further ado, let's jump into it. This objective-based game experience will task squads up to 4 operators with aiding Requiem in their biggest undertaking yet. Operation Threshold. Set across multiple regions in the Ural Mountains of Russia, Outbreak encourages exploration and risk-taking to maximize the spoils of these zombie-infested territories, with teamwork and coordination being essential to completing your missions and living to tell the tale. Alongside the release of Outbreak comes new Ethereum crystal types, refined and flawless, that will help Requiem agents permanently upgrade their weapon classes, field upgrades, perks, and ammo mods to additional tiers of incredible power. So this is very interesting. So we have the normal Ethereum crystals that we've used before in the past to upgrade our weaponry and our armory and things like that, and now we have 2 different types. So my guess is that the tier 4 and tier 5 of the perks and the ammo mods and all that are going to use the flawless crystals, whereas the other ones are going to be refined. So that's a very interesting system. Now let's go ahead and jump into how the gameplay actually works for Outbreak, because I'm very curious and I'm sure you guys at home are very curious as well. So we already know we're going to be up to squads of 4 and we're going to the Ural Mountains, but let's go ahead and read further. After each experiment is done, you must either successfully exfiltrate the area, or if you choose to accept the risk of deadlier encounters, enter rifts through the dark ether to another region to assist with more objectives. So it's either end the game or continue to play, which is definitely very interesting because of how objective based this game mode is going to be. Surrounding these regions is a new aspect of the Dark Ether to contend with. First spotted at Firebase Z, the Phase. This supernatural force renders familiar areas deadly and can put previously out of bounds zones in play. So basically Zombies Onslaught, and it's going to be in this game mode as well, which is very interesting. A typical Outbreak mission begins with a Requiem strike team entering one of these regions via helicopter, armed with a custom starting weapon and field upgrade. A waypoint in the overworld, which also appears on the main map and minimap, marks the location of Requiem's primary research objective with a star. Unlike any other Zombies experience thus far, there are no set paths to and from the objective. Agents can take as much time as they wish to explore the area, searching for rewards either in loot crates, encountering various random events, or activating a trial computer. That is awesome. So there's no conventional doors that we're used to, and I'm very excited for that. For the small cost of 500 essence, which are points, Requiem agents can also take jump pads found in the region that launch them high into the air, allowing them to reach objectives safely and, if they're skilled enough, parachute to collect essence containers during the descent that can cover the cost of their flight fee and then some. That's really cool. I like that little added touch. So this is very interesting. So it looks like the main objective and the mission at hand is going to consist of multiple different things. So the first objective we're going to be dealing with are defend objectives. As a part of Requiem's research on the Dark Ether, they are curious about the genetic code on the infected. With numerous tests failing due to teams being killed or incomplete samples from the agents who submitted them, your task is to claim a fully intact sample, place it in a device to study, and defend the machine while it uploads the data. Depending on the location of this device, numerous strategies for keeping the device online can be effective, like using vehicles in outdoor locations or mid-range weapons for busier locales. No matter where the device is, the usually scattered hordes of the undead will undoubtedly funnel in towards the scanning machine, making close quarters weapons and placeable equipment or support items a solid choice for defending it. So that's going to be very interesting. I'm really excited to see how that works. It's almost like Hardpoint, but with a completely different objective, or it's also like the Firebase Z ether reactors. Next, we have Escort, which it looks like we are going to be escorting a rover. We saw that in the trailer earlier today, and if you guys haven't watched the trailer, I will leave a link in the description and a card in the top right corner to my reaction to that trailer. It's a pretty cool trailer, trust me. Your mission is to ensure this rover, with its captured specimen, finds the dimensional portal somewhere in the Outbreak zone and gets through it in one piece. For this experiment, it's wise to remember back to your security detail training. Keep the principal, the rover, at center, move as one unit, and shift to deal with threats as they come. So this will definitely be very interesting. It kind of reminds me of VIP mode a little bit from multiplayer, but there's the rover. You got this big old specimen rocket on the back of it. We saw that in the trailer as well, but looks pretty cool. Somewhere in the Outbreak Zone, there are 2 ether harvesting units that have been gathering raw Ethereum from the atmosphere and growing Ethereum crystals inside its containment canisters. These Ethereum canisters need to be extracted to a safe location quickly. Fortunately, a nearby set of rockets can carry them away from harm. So, okay, it's not... Okay, no, this is the image. So this is the rocket they're going to be shooting it from. I thought it had to do with the defend objective, but no, this is something different. For this experiment, agents will need to carry these canisters to the rockets manually for extraction. Due to their size, they will be unable to use any of their weapons or equipment and will be rendered slower than usual. So, just like that one step of the Easter egg on Die Maschine, where you have to carry the thing over to the machine. So, that'll be very interesting. However, while carrying the Ethereum canister, your normal field upgrade is replaced with a very powerful one, which can emit a small burst of ether energy that knocks down nearby zombies, helpful in a pinch if other operators cannot pick them off. That's really cool. I like that idea a lot. This sounds like a fun objective. We actually have a couple more objectives here on Outbreak, which this is actually kind of insane. I honestly didn't expect Outbreak to be this extensive, but I'm glad it is. This sounds like an awesome fucking game mode. Using a GPS tracker, Requiem can pinpoint the exact location of HVTs, high-value targets, across dimensions. For this experiment, this tracker is used to find elite enemies who will phase into existence after their position is compromised. So we have an image here of the Panzer. He's got this cool red armor, and we have to take him out. Here, agents will have to make a strategic decision. Dodge the HVT long enough to clearing the ensuing wave of enemies, or deal enough damage to the HVT to force it to move to the next wave of the fight, which will wipe out the remaining wave. So this is very interesting. We have 2 options. We can either take him out or we can just leave him alone and then we'll eventually complete the objective. We also have Holdout. A massive unstable ether crystal is emitting alarming amounts of dark ether energy, to a point where some researchers reported hearing voices as they approached it. Due to its chaotic nature, destruction is the only option on the table, although attempting to do so will send agents into the dark ether itself, where they must hold out against any undead threats until the explosives are triggered. This experiment will be the most familiar to veteran Requiem agents, as zombies will flow into the confined space where windows can be boarded up for temporary protection. Use your training to survive as long as the timer states, and use power-ups and board up windows to maximize your chances of holding out. So basically kind of a normal game of zombies, but we have to defend a specific area. We also have a new exfil system for Outbreak. Let's go ahead and read what this is. So, after successfully completing an experiment, all agents must move to a mysterious beacon marked somewhere within the region. Just like getting to the objective itself, there's no linear path to the beacon, but the roaming hordes may make some routes more viable than others. Once the beacon is activated, several useful machines will appear. These include a crafting table for creating equipment and support items, an arsenal for armor and upgrading weapons, as well as a Der Wunderfizz, which dispenses a variety of perks, and of course, a pack-a-punch machine. So this is how perks are going to work. It's very interesting how it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting perks in the normal game mode of Outbreak, but when you're ready to exfil, the game's like, here, exfil, go ahead, use pack-a-punch, use all this kind of stuff. And we actually saw this in the trailer, and the beacon is actually the Der Eisendrache Tesla coil, which looks pretty cool. Exfil works like it does in the round-based Black Ops Cold War Zombies experiences. Get to the exfil zone, eliminate any hostiles to clear the helicopter for landing, and hop aboard to leave the area. Doing this successfully will offer additional rewards on top of what was collected in the Outbreak Zone. However, if you take the portal, your squad will begin a new, more challenging mission, traveling to the next Outbreak region to survive against even more dangerous odds. Each trip through the portal amplifies your potential rewards, but also increases the lethality of the awaiting undead horde. So you can either exfil, or you can continue to crank up the difficulty and see how long you can last. We also have brand new rewards in this Outbreak game mode. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we have raw Ethereum crystals that are used, of course, for upgrading the ammo mods and things like that. And of course, we have the refined Ethereum crystals, which are used for tier 4. Okay, back to what I was saying earlier in the video. I'm sure this is going to be used for something else, right? So we have the refined Ethereum crystals that are used for tier 4 and the flawless that are used for tier 5. So that's going to be very interesting. I wonder how difficult they're going to be to earn. I don't imagine they would be very difficult to earn, but we'll see what happens. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the ins and outs of Outbreak Mode coming this Thursday to Black Ops Cold War Zombies alongside Season 2. After reading this article, I'm very excited to jump into this game mode and see how all of these new mechanics and all the new systems work. You have the HVT elimination, you have the holdouts, you have the rover defense. This all sounds really cool, and this is something very innovative and fresh and new for zombies, and this could be the little boost zombies needs to really become even more popular than it is now, because now you're combining elements of Warzone into zombies. I think this can be really cool. It's very interesting because you're combining elements of Warzone and zombies, but at the same time, it sounds like this is more of a zombie-centric game mode rather than it being a Warzone experience, even though it's kind of a pseudo Warzone experience. But like I said, I'm very excited to see what happens this Thursday. Anyways, guys, if you're just as excited for Outbreak Mode as I am, leave a like and comment what your favorite part of this article and what you're looking forward to the most will be in Outbreak Mode. Anyways, guys, that is it for this video, and have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next time.